How important is it for the GOP to hold these Senate seats in Georgia, with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer saying that if they can take the state, the radical left can change America?
Well, I think the radical left is personified in Warnock there in Georgia. Just take, for instance, some of his beliefs. It's just not in the depravity of Jeremiah Wright. And by the way, I'm an old Chicago native, and that clip that you guys just shared with the rest of the world, that is very small potatoes to the things that I've heard when I was coming out of the Chicago area doing work even in the county jail system there. I can tell you Warnock is a Marxist. He stated that he's one. He's also stated that this is the best thing for Black and brown people. Yet what he fails to share with those that will follow him is that that system, that ideological bent, is something that my grandfather died fighting a war to prevent from ever coming to this nation. We must push back on that false narrative, because if we do not do it, you're not talking about just Kamala Harris. You're talking about a radical, a Marxist, someone that doesn't believe, honestly, in the individuality that God has made every one of us. They believe in collectivism. They believe in identity politics. And that is something that has been detrimental, especially in the Black and brown areas in this nation. Grouping people together is not a good idea. It has never been one. And thank God for our founders that understood it and really realized that our rights really come from God and not by group identity.
And we saw it was just a few decades ago that the Marxists, that they realized that workers of the world unite didn't necessarily turn out the way they thought it would. There weren't the revolutions all over the world that they were expecting. So instead, they're now dividing us by race, for example, to your point. So when it comes to this, just a few decades ago, words like Marxism, socialism, communism, these were dirty words. But now more and more so, we're seeing Democrats embracing these terminologies. It's very frightening. Where do you think this popularity is coming from? And is Marxism, is it compatible at all with Christianity?
No, it's totally antithesis from Christianity. As you know, I have the #2 book right now on Amazon dealing with 8 questions about race. And again, look at Warnock one more time. Not only is he a Marxist, this guy actually is an anti-Semitic guy. He hates the ideal of Israel, as did Reverend Jeremiah Wright. I can tell you this. They hate white people. This is part of what's called Black liberation theology. This is what Warnock believes in. This is what Dr. Jeremiah Wright believes in. And these type of ideological bents are something that is so divisive that it would set this nation back several decades. And again, look at the inner cities of our nation where people like Warnock has served as a Democrat. And what you will see, you'll see 4 out of 5 young men don't know how to read in basic high school language. Some of them can't even graduate from a 7th grade level because, again, their policies of Marxism, identity politics, has absolutely just eviscerated our inner cities. No, we have to fight back, brown, black, white, and yellow together, to push back on this fake, false Marxist narrative that Warnock and others in Georgia are trying to, unfortunately, unleash as a deluge upon the people. I just think we can do better than that.